Hey, welcome to the video. I want to take a quick second orient really fast. We're going to be introducing Carolyn Galvin, and she's one of my cohorts and friends here at Primary Intelligence. I'm Jeremiah Kephart, Marketing Director, and I want to give you a quick brush up on win-loss analysis on its high level. Basically, win-loss is a systematic analysis of the new business opportunities that you and your sales team have competed for. So that's the super high-level view. And in the next 10 or so minutes, we're going to dig in a little bit with Carolyn and find out how to triple numbers, basically with simple buy-in to win-loss analysis. That dramatically increases your sales bonus and also, of course, the bottom line of your organization. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Carolyn right now, and we will get started.
Okay, so Carolyn, tell us a bit about yourself if you would.
I would be happy to. Thank you, Jeremiah. So I got into the CI space almost 20 years ago, way back when I was doing government intelligence for the CIA.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of changes to competitive intelligence over the years, but there's really one thing that has never changed, and that is the need for accurate and timely information, accurate and timely customer feedback, accurate and timely competitive intelligence.
Sure, yeah, I got it.
So I'm really passionate about this because I think competitive intelligence and win-loss analysis, they can help not only companies as a whole improve, but they can also help individuals within companies improve and really get better. And so one of the ways that I think about win-loss analysis is like Six Sigma for sales, or the Japanese concept of continuous self-improvement, or Kaizen. And at Primary Intelligence, we really believe that we can help every one of our clients really make a difference in how they approach their customers, how they interact with their customers, and ultimately how many deals and opportunities that they can win.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love the Six Sigma example so much. That style of information that you're about to share with us is going to be just as important for our attendees. So yeah, thanks again. Let's go ahead and introduce the topic at hand, and we'll just get moving.
I would be happy to, Jeremiah. So today we are going to be talking about the benefits of win-loss analysis and really how win-loss analysis can directly improve your success in terms of not only getting customers but keeping your customers.
Yeah, big deal. And it's crazy how big an impact win-loss can have within a company. And if you don't mind me saying so, it's how much it can raise the competitive win rate for individuals too, like you were saying earlier, who use it and use it well. And that often means bigger end of the month and end of the quarter numbers and bigger bonuses and commissions for individuals too. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. Done right, win-loss analysis can help sales teams win more deals and keep their customers happy and satisfied.
So if you were going to say that there was, say, like a perfect viewer here today, like the right person to be watching this presentation, who would they be? Would it be marketing? Would it be sales? What do you think?
So today, in this particular topic and presentation, we are going to be specifically discussing why win-loss analysis is important to sales teams. So this is for our sales audience.
Okay, so it's for the guys that are getting their hands dirty out there and moving, like just solidly moving the needle. Perfect. From a high-level perspective, what are the most important things that we can be keeping in mind as we're moving along?
Right. It's really, really important for win-loss analysis to remember that even if you think that your approach, your offering, your company, if all of these things are perfect, what matters the most is not necessarily what you think, but what your customers think, your customers' perceptions. In discussions of a loss opportunity with one of our clients at Primary Intelligence, there was a product management leader who exclaimed in the feedback, "We do have that feature functionality. We do have what the customer said is missing." And our response to that was, yes, perhaps that's true, but the customer doesn't think that you do. And the customer perception is paramount. That's really all that matters.
Yeah, indeed, for sure. You can have a complete exact match solution that would have sold the deal, but if it ends up not mattering to the buyer and they don't understand that, I mean, I wonder how many deals have starved on the table over little details like that where the company could have won instead if that perception had been had, you know?
Absolutely. We have heard hundreds of stories, some good, some bad, about what customers do well and what they do poorly. And our goal for our clients is to make sure that you're on the road to success by giving you that fast, immediate, unfiltered customer feedback about your specific sales tactics, your solution capabilities, and what your company is doing well overall.
Absolutely. I've always felt, ever since getting into this space myself, that this is a lot like having the philosopher's stone kind of in your pocket, because all of the reasons that you win and lose business are being discovered inside these interviews. And if you could give us a quick example of that in action, that'd be excellent.
I would be happy to. So this is one of my favorite stories about one of our clients at PI. And one of my first clients at Primary Intelligence was a small software company. And this company was a fairly new company going up against some of the giants in their industry, some of the very traditional companies that have always done business in the industry. And this was an upstart. So when this client started working with us, it had a 20% win rate for its largest and most important deals.
Okay.
After doing a win-loss program with us for less than 1 year, less than 12 months, its win rate had jumped to 70%, 70%. Yeah, amazing. And so when we talked with our client contact, the contact at this company, and asked, well, what have you done differently? They basically said, we took the feedback that you gave us, that we at Primary Intelligence had gathered from the earlier losses that this client had experienced, and they changed their messaging and how they did things. They made some very specific changes to their approach. Among other things, they introduced a more formal implementation plan for their customers, and they changed their RFP processes because we got very specific information about RFP responses. So some very tangible ways that they could make some changes and really improve their win rates.
Nice. And, I can only imagine, for the viewers' purposes, for the people listening right now, I can only imagine what 20% to a 70% jump, what that would do to their commission for the year, what they're taking home for themselves, that's a crazy increase. Perhaps you could shed some light on something for us. If win rates can jump to more than triple inside a single year, why is it that the whole entire world hasn't, and particularly sales, hasn't jumped on board yet? Why is that the case?
That's a great question, Jeremiah. Until recently, the methodology for aggregating both quantitative and qualitative buyer feedback has really been relegated to spreadsheets and individual reports. And in that methodology, the data is widely unusable.
Got it. So basically, technology has now brought us to the point where we can do this efficiently and effectively. These are really, really powerful. And I personally think it's phenomenal that the old school dilemma of how can I sell more, which is what we're all asking. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I love that this can be solved for. I'm personally really passionate about this product.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We are passionate, as I mentioned, about win-loss analysis. It's what we do day in, day out. We give you a way to collect direct feedback from customers and prospects on areas of strength and weakness in specific areas. So we look at product or service offerings very specifically. We look at key drivers that are relevant to your industry and your market. We look at the sales approach. How are you doing specifically as a sales representative? And we also look at overall company drivers, overall company positioning. Win-loss programs also provide very, very important insights in terms of how competitors are doing in your market and, critically, how you compare to your competitors in very specific areas.
Got it. Yeah, the competitive intelligence angle, that's huge, because knowing how you square up is totally crucial to positioning your deals.
Yeah, absolutely. In the example that I shared earlier with the client who had the very dramatic increase in its win rate, we saw how devastating it could be when customer perceptions were misunderstood. And conducting a win-loss program allows companies and sales leaders and product leaders to really hear that unfiltered feedback directly from the market, from their customers and their prospects. respondents who talk to an independent third party such as Primary Intelligence, they often provide more candid details about their selection and their non-selection reasons, as well as the strengths and the weaknesses they've observed, both about our clients and competitors.
Sure. Nobody wants to have an uncomfortable conversation with a sales rep that they really liked, right, about the bad news or what it was that you, sales, did wrong for me, like as the buyer. And third-party neutrality clears that right up. And again, it seems nuts to me that adoption of win-loss is not 100% all the time, everywhere, in all companies, because of these jumps in win rate. Who doesn't want their report card if it means more money? That's just a question that I want to throw out there. Maybe it's just a factor of how do we get on board? What do I need to do to get these results? And again, triple in 1 year is the sort of number that turns heads, and it turns them hard. Carolyn, what do we, watching here, need to do to make this happen for ourselves?
Sure. So your role in making a win-loss program successful in your organization is to supply opportunity names and contact information for any deals that you may have recently won or lost. And essentially, this will start the ball rolling for Primary Intelligence to schedule those interviews and provide you with detailed feedback about how well you performed in each of those opportunities. After the interviews are complete, then we'll invite you to participate in a post-interview debrief. And in those debriefing sessions, we'll discuss some very specific feedback from the buyer's point of view, and we'll ask you to comment and react to that feedback.
And share your story. Yeah, perfect. Like, the debriefing process is really where all of the magic is here. Like, it's that philosopher's stone in your pocket that was mentioned earlier. And it's crazy how much information you can get in these debriefings. Like, each deal gets explained in full. It's the more the merrier. I remember when I first signed up with Primary Intelligence, and I saw these interviews that we were harvesting and collecting on our own company, because we do this for ourselves, to be sure. And I was like, this is amazing. These are golden. It was totally insane. And Carolyn, I know that coming from the background that you've come from, you see the value in these things. And I wanted to say thank you for showing up to kind of explain to us how this can work for us, because really everyone watching is concerned about their company's bottom line and their own bottom line. Yeah, so if you have anything that you want to add about either them or the process or Primary Intelligence at the moment, this is the right time.
Thank you, Jeremiah. The only thing that I would add as we close is that we are passionate about win-loss at Primary Intelligence. We believe strongly that it can help individuals and organizations to improve themselves, to improve their win rates, and to also include overall satisfaction with customers. So if you are interested in speaking with us about win-loss programs, customer experience programs, please do. We would be more than happy to help you in terms of interviewing customers and prospects on your behalf. Thank you.
Yeah, for you out there watching this right now, the information that you get back from these interviews is priceless to your process. If you have a program already with Primary Intelligence, talk to your program administrator and go and look at some of these interviews, and really you'll throw your hands up and say, why haven't I been doing this? And if you don't have a program with Primary Intelligence, we'll be absolutely happy to give you access to demo data and tools that get used to get this done. Because really, 20% to 70%, that's how big this can get. And for your company and for yourself, it's worth a couple of minutes to check out. I would go and do that right now. Carolyn, thank you again so much, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah, and thanks to everyone who's been listening today.
All right, great interview with Carolyn. She is one of the great assets that we've got here at Primary Intelligence to support you. If your organization already has a program with Primary Intelligence, what you want to do is to get with your in-house program administrator to, first of all, see examples of these win-loss interviews in action, and you want to see just how in-depth these insights that you gather from them are. So next, you submit your own deals to gain these insights for yourself as well. All you need to do is supply opportunity names and contact information. And then, in case you don't have a program with Primary Intelligence yet, I'm going to leave you with the link right here, and this is a quick form that you can use to get started. Or you can contact Carolyn Galvin directly using this email, or you can also contact Mike Brosi, who can answer just about any question in the book. That said, a final thank you. We appreciate you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.